Well, I don't see the point in waiting any longer, so let's bring her out. The star attraction, the one you came to see. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Miss Judy Gold.
Scott Rogowsky's here, ladies and gentlemen. I knew him before HQ.
Only because I begged you to be on my show.
I know, but I had so much fun.
You didn't know me.
I did. I know you. And then you show up, and I'm like, I know that guy. Because everyone is into HQ.
You're a phenomenon.
I know.
I wish I could explain it.
But you should just take the money and run.
Yeah, what little there is. Yeah.
But, you're getting notoriety. You have a lot of fans.
The fans are crazy. Even just walking over here, I got stopped a few times. Hey, where's Times Square? Tourists stopping me for directions. But still, it's
That's
nice
funny,
it's
Scott.
nice to be
That's
recognized.
Funny. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Rogowsky's here. Yay! Woo! Scott, you...
So this is a no jokes podcast? Okay.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, we like funny jokes here.
Right. I'm working on a whole chunk of how my life has changed.
You should.
Yeah.
But you got to stay humble.
Right.
Humbler. That's the problem. Some comics become really famous and they get a lot of success, and then they are out of touch, a.k.a. Roseanne Barr.
Yeah. Yeah. Who else have you known over the years?
Well,
that's a major example, right? Because
right, that is.
Did you know her 20 years ago?
Well, I did her show in 1992.
Right.
I knew who she, in the 80s when she became really popular.
But wasn't she more of a liberal starting out?
Oh my God,
feminist
liberal.
Right? Feminist liberal,
yeah.
Exactly. It's so bizarre.
It's so weird, but
Dennis
it's like
Miller too. How do these changes happen with people?
He says he blames 9/11, but it's what happens is a lot of times you're not in touch with the way regular life is. Regular life is.
But I do worry, because it's such a perspective thing. It's such a, whose side are you on? I mean, are we wrong? I mean, we can't be wrong.
Right.
And I'm using we because, we're clearly on the
right.
same team.
Now, Scott, I have to say I have a bell that I ring every time we mention anything remotely Jewish.
Okay.
But since Hennessy didn't show up today, I don't have the bell.
There's no bell.
So it's bing, bing, bing.
Bing, bing, bing.
Wait, do I have a bell thing on my phone? Can you get a bell app?
I can just say, Shema.
Yisrael.
Right. We'll just
bell.
do that.
Bell sound. Bell app. Okay, let's see if this works.
You can jingle some coins.
Wait, how's this one? Get. Service Bell Pro. Ready? Let's see if it works.
You're actually downloading a Bell app right now?
Yeah, I am. Just for you.
Bell
Wait.
Pro?
But that means my... All right,
Are you going to upgrade to Bell Premium? You can get a whole, Carillon church bells?
This one says... Service Bell Pro Randy Levine.
What?
Oh, my God. Okay, let's see if it works.
A Jewish bell.
Open. Let's see if it works.
Bell Barth. That's a Jewish bell.
Bell Barth. Oh, my God. I have to ring it. Service Bell.
Cowbell.
No,
That's
I don't want cowbell. I want the...
How many?
What the fuck? It doesn't
It's a
work.
faulty app.
No, that's bad.
That's a pretty bad cowbell.
No.
How about I do this? I'll swizzle the
That's
ice
good.
in my $7.40
This
iced
is a
coffee.
shitty bell app, Randy Levine. Fuck you, Service Bell app. Getting rid of it. Oh, they have Pro.
Yeah, you have to upgrade to the Pro.
No, I'm not fucking paying for
gotta-
that. Fuck. Ding, 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 ding. All right, I don't have a bell. I'm sorry.
Don't our voices, and isn't this a Jewish, and the whole, it's the bells
Oh,
will be
there's
running
my
the whole
son.
show.
Oh, we have to talk to him.
Your son's calling? Is this all part of the show?
Yes. Hello.
What's up?
You're on the podcast. Scott Rogowsky's my guest from HQ. He hosts HQ.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Good.
Tell him I never win.
Good, not
He
careless.
said he never wins.
Well, you're in good company.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't win.
I know. I got up to 8. That's it. Where are you, Henry?
I'm at work.
Which one?
TBWA.
Okay, and then you're going over to the club?
Yeah, it's 6.
Okay, did you go shopping at all?
No, I have to.
Henry, what's it like having Judy Gold for a mom?
No comment.
Oh my God, you're so mean.
Mm-hmm.
All right, bye.
She knows Roseanne.
Why is Scott on your podcast? He's way too cool for you.
Oh my God. Why are you
serious.
so mean to me?
I don't
Well,
have
he's
a
on
podcast.
HQ and everything. He's actually relevant.
Okay.
Oh boy,
Listen,
Henry.
You're so
How
mean
many
to
spankings is that?
me.
Do you still spank your son? That's
no,
the problem. You don't spank
I
him
never
enough.
spanked him.
That's the
Like,
problem.
I know.
That's your
And
problem.
also, that jacket is too small that you tried on.
No, it's not.
It is. It's too. You're in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay.
How am I supposed to call you from outside?
Of course.
Oh my God.
Henry, I'm with
no
you on
respect.
that one. I'm
no
with you
respect.
on that one.
All right. I'll have Sage call. She likes Scott.
Okay, great. That's his girlfriend. I'll show you a picture of his
Okay.
girlfriend. All right, great. Thanks, Hen.
Savage.
Ma-
Clay.
thanks
bro.
for making me feel good. Bye-bye.
Later, bro.
Love you.
Later, bro.
Love you,
Love you
bye.
too.
Bye.
Oh
Well,
my
look,
God. That's my older son,
On
Henry.
that point, I'm with him. I mean, you call your mom when you're on the toilet, when you're walking to a subway,
Right.
like, at the absolute like the times of least value.
Right, but that you're thinking, oh God, I have to call my mother.
Right, exactly.
And then after your mother dies and you can't call her anymore, you do that and go, oh my God, I can't call my mother. Okay, just warning you. Anyway, Scott, let's start from the very beginning. It's a very good place to start.
How far back do you want to go?
Well, I usually start so you're born in Manhattan, but you grew up
In
Westchester,
North Manhattan.
north of Manhattan, and
Yep.
you're a smart kid.
I'm a smart Alec kid. Like, I'm,
Right.
You know, but I did enough to get by. You know, that all the theories.
Oh,
were-
wait, was it always like, if he applied himself,
Exactly.
he could get straight A's?
I actually had great theories about this. It came to me in a dream one night, actually, and I woke up and I analyzed myself.
Right.
I
How
was
old
this-
were you?
Well, this happened. This analyzation happened-
Recently?
Yeah, recently.
Okay.
But when I was a child, like when young kid, I was held back. Okay.
No
Held back
way.
in,
What-
in preschool
Why?
because my parents told me that I was more sociable with the younger kids. I guess I was.
Right.
I'm a December baby, so I was sort of in between.
Oh, I'm November. Yeah.
So is it either be the youngest in the grade or
Yeah.
the oldest in the grade?
Right.
And I guess I was more friendly with the younger kids.
When's
so
your birthday?
December 4th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're 2 weeks away from me. All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
Bob Sagittarius.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So
He's a Jew. Ding.
Ding.
Fuck. Go ahead.
We'll do it in post.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very easy to do.
Yeah.
In post.
Ding. Ding. Ding.
So my theory is I was held back. Okay, so I'm older than these other kids. Therefore, I'm developing my brain before some of them are, and so naturally, I'm going to be a little smarter.
Right.
So I was in kindergarten, in the advanced group, which was basically just me.
Right.
They put me, I had the red workbook. Everyone else had the blue workbook.
Right.
And so from that early age, from kindergarten, I'm on this advanced track and being told I'm so special.
Right.
And so much smarter. Blah, blah.
Right.
And that lasted until like algebra when I couldn't do math.
Right. Then it was like, yeah.
And then I came crashing back down. But
Right.
at that point, I'd already gotten to a private school, and now I'm with all these other smart kids who
Right.
are actually smart.
Right.
And it's like, oh.
But you were okay. It's just the math thing.
I think it was just because I'm a little older, more developed than the
Right,
rest of
right.
Of course, anyone would be, I think. Oh,
Right.
my parents did a very good job raising me, reading to me, and all that jazz.
Right.
But I think it's there's this falsehood. Like I was raised with this idea that I'm so special and gifted
Right.
and talented doing the after school program.
Right. Right.
I really wasn't, I think it was just I was just nominally smarter
But you're
than the rest.
a comic, so you're actually really smart.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think I get it.
Right.
You know what I mean? When I say
Yeah.
I get it, like certain people just get it. You
Right.
get it. I
Yeah.
get it. A lot of people don't. 90% of the country probably doesn't.
Right. Trump.
Yeah. But
You're not allowed to say anything political,
Okay,
are you?
I won't. Well,
No,
on
I'm-
HQ, no, not really. I make some illusions,
Right.
and then you get the right wingers going.
Yeah,
nuts.
you fucking asshole.
Yeah.
When you play HQ and the people can write shit, it's a lot of like, go Trump,
yeah.
go
Well,
Trump.
they're all 11-year-old trolls.
Right.
But my favorite was on MLK on the day he was like assassinated, April
Right.
4th, right? I did a little tribute. It was the
Right.
50th anniversary of his
Right,
assassination.
right.
And, just talking about what a great man he was and the legacy and all that. And the response is, leave politics out of it. Politics?
What the fuck is that?
Exactly. That's what's so warped. This is history. This man was murdered by a racist 50 years ago because he was a civil rights leader. It's not political.
That's not political.
It's just what happened in our history,
oh my
and
God,
we have to
this
wrestle
fucking,
with it.
The people are so
It
fucking
It
stupid.
drives me nuts. But so those people,
Right.
there's no helping them. They're out of
Right.
they're out of the minds.
So, do you have any siblings?
I have a younger sister who's actually smart. And
Really?
and-
What
and
does she do?
She's a nurse. So she went to nursing school at NYU. Langone.
So she's good at math.
She's good at math. She's good at pipettes and
Right.
I don't know what they are. She knows what these things are.
What kind of nurse is she?
Well, she was doing new mothers, so she was helping
Wow.
give birth, and now she's going to be a mother of her own.
Oh my God!
Just found
Mazel
out she's
tov! Ding
pregnant.
ding 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 ding.
I'm
Do you
gonna-
like her husband?
Her husband is wonderful.
Is he a Jew?
He's not a Jew.
What?
Judy, you're going to hate this. Not only is he not Jewish, he also is Scottish and lives in Scotland, and my sister Raina lives in Scotland with him.
No
And-
way.
Yes. She moved there. to be-
Raina is such a Jew name. Ding.
It's actually a Spanish name, but
Whatever.
we've adapted it.
Right, because we were there a long time ago and then got kicked
Well, we were
out.
kicked out,
Wait,
right.
so she lives in Scotland?
She lives in Scotland with
What about your
with
parents?
Jonathan Fraser.
No way.
The House of Fraser. Yeah. Yeah. No,
Aren't your
my
parents pissed off?
They were a little upset. My grandma's she can't handle it because she's 94 and she's like,
Right.
I'm not going to live to see this child. Even if, I live to see the birth, the baby's going to be
Right.
in Scotland for at least the first year. You don't fly with a newborn. And she's not going to go to
Oh my God,
Scotland.
that's horrible.
So I know it's really, but my sister is
Why did she do that?
because love transcends nationality.
Right, but it's the mother. You go where the fucking woman is.
Well, he's a professor at the St. Andrews University. He's a very brilliant mathematician
Really?
doing fractals and all this.
Right.
So she.
He can't get a job here.
I guess he could. He travels all over the place.
Whatever, I hate him.
That was a great Scottish.
Wasn't it
accent.
really bad? I suck.
No one could do it.
Is his family there?
His family's there.
So she's
But
become
they bought
Scottish.
a house. They bought a car recently. She's gonna have a Scottish baby.
Wait, she grew up in Westchester
Grew up in
and she lives in
Westchester.
Scotland.
Lives in Scotland, St. Andrews, beautiful. 10 minutes to the beach. I want to live in Scotland. We should all move to St. I mean, it's gorgeous. This is where the first golf
Is she
course
the only Jew?
She's one of 10.
No way.
And I mean, there's a Chabad, I think, there.
No way.
She sent me a picture of some black hats on the beach.
No way.
And she's like, look, they're Jews here. She's always trying to convince
Right.
my parents that this
that
is
she has Jewy. Ding,
Yeah,
ding, ding,
yeah,
ding, ding. All right.
a lot of smoked salmon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
a lot of Nova.
Did you ever visit her?
I've been there a couple after the wedding last year. She got
Mm-hmm.
married last summer. She's coming here. She comes home pretty frequently to, my mom has MS, so she's
Oh,
got
I'm
issues.
sorry.
And she look, it hurts.
That she
it
should
hurts
get
Raina
here
too.
for the
It
mother.
hurts her too.
All right.
It'll come to a point, I think. It'll come to a
All
point.
right,
Henry
yeah.
will get there too. One day Henry will call you when he's, maybe like in a
Not
cab.
shitting.
Yeah.
Or peeing or at
Right.
a urinal. Okay, so did you go to a Jewy private school?
No, I mean it was by default probably.
Yeah, a lot of Jews. Was it in Dobbs Ferry?
It was in Riverdale, the Bronx.
Oh, you went to Fieldston.
Horace Mann.
Horace Mann, same
Yes,
thing.
yes.
Whatever.
So they're all pretty much
Yeah. And then, did you play sports?
I played baseball.
You did?
Mhm.
Oh.
Co-captain senior year.
No way.
Yes
What
way.
position?
First base, a light hitting first baseman, defensive specialist is what I call myself. But my claim to
Because
fame,
you're tall, so it's good to be in
tall,
front. Yeah.
lanky, and I just can't hit. But my claim to fame is that my teammate Pedro Alvarez for 2 years was drafted by the Pirates second
Right.
overall, became a major leaguer, all-star, the only professional baseball player from our high school I played with.
Wow.
And then actually a kid was drafted recently. He's on the Cardinals, but whatever. Pedro Alvarez, the first.
Wow.
Love you,
And was
Pedro.
he smart, Pedro?
Yeah. Well, you have to be smart to be an horseman. He got in at 9th grade. He went to
Wow.
Vanderbilt. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Isn't that cool?
Did your parents come to your games?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I go to
Oh,
all
yeah.
my kids'
Yeah.
games.
I mean, you have to.
Did you hate it?
No, that's what,
Baseball's a big commitment
It's a
because it's fucking 12 hours.
to you.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, Henry played baseball, and we would be there for fucking ever. It's
that's,
a long.
That's
It's
the beauty of baseball. There's no time. There's innings. There's
now
no clock.
right now. What did your mother do for a living?
She worked for the ADL. She worked for McGovern.
Oh, ding, 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 ding,
Ding,
ding.
Yeah, she's just
So she's a
lawyer.
lefty.
She went lefty, lawyer.
Oh,
Had me and sort of became a mom, and then
Right.
Then my sister came along a couple years later, and they met in D.C. My parents, they're both kind of working in government.
really? What'd your
Yeah.
father do?
He was working for Jimmy Carter's White House
Wow.
for a little bit, Department of Energy. He was one of the first employees of the Department of Energy in
Wow.
'77 when they started that.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and he also lawyer by trade.
Right.
But they moved back to New York, and
Is that where they grew up?
well, my mom grew up in Norwalk, Connecticut.
Oh, same thing.
Same thing.
So were you popular in high school?
I would say I was a floater.
You went from group to group?
Yeah, I had my core of nerds, baseball
Right.
card collectors. Is
Right.
essentially what tied us together.
Well, so you could fit in a bunch of groups.
I mean, I wouldn't say I could be affable with a bunch of
Right.
groups. Like I wasn't getting invited to the parties by those other people.
Right.
I was voted student body president. So that sort of
Oh.
has to take, I guess, some kind of
Right.
popularity. But it was mostly on the strength of my funny speeches, which was
Right.
like my proto stand-up career.
Right. So
Look,
you were funny. Funny wins
yeah,
everything.
well, funny wins everything, and funny is, that it was, what does every comedian say? A defense mechanism.
Right,
It was
right,
a-
right.
I mean, it was like my way of,
Fitting
I
in.
looked like a lesbian growing up.
Really?
I
Me
mean,
too.
I actually have. Yeah, we
You
have that in
did? Let
common.
me see.
I do carry a photo just to
Wait,
keep
I gotta
myself.
see,
Talk
I
about keep
gotta
myself
see.
humble. It's a small photo, but that is
Oh,
that is 12 years
I have
old.
to take a picture
Oh
of this.
no!
I can't.
You sure?
Oh my god.
What are you going to show it to, Henry?
I don't know. It's hilarious. I'll show it to my niece.
I
who
mean,
loves
that's
you.
like I look
Oh
like a
my
developmentally
God.
disabled person, don't I?
Well, you look like a big nerd.
Yeah.
I mean, what are the
major-
glasses?
The glasses were 5 sizes too big. I mean, no sense of style.
Oh my god, it's so cute.
My parents were not.
Oh,
they weren't
look
reading
at
Vogue.
you. What's in your hand?
That's a bag of baseball cards. This is
Oh, that's
this
so
is in
cute.
Cooperstown. This is
Oh
Cooperstown,
yeah, I
New York.
remember Cooperstown. Yeah.
So, I mean, everything is just the
Wow.
T-shirts 5 sizes too big. I mean, I was
So
like
were your
45
parents
pounds.
nerdy?
They were, yeah. I mean, I would say they're sort of nerdy. Like they're not like nerds, like pushing
Yeah,
their
right,
glasses
right,
up. But they're very sweet people. They don't have much of personality wise. I mean, my mom more so than my dad. My
Right.
dad's really like a piece of cardboard in a sense. Like he's. That's not fair to say. They're. You know my dad. He was on the show.
Yeah, he
Like,
did
he's
the
just-
show. He's nice.
He's nice.
He's
but
a wallflower.
Yeah, I mean, he played baseball. He's
Right.
just simple. Does listen to music.
He
Like,
doesn't?
listen to music.
How do you not listen to music?
Exactly. Like doesn't keep track of, doesn't know who actors are or
No
what
way.
pop culture is. Like has no. He
What's
listens
his
to
interest?
Bloomberg Radio.
Oh God,
Politics.
I can't.
Yeah, MSNBC all the time.
Right.
Just, that's locked to that.
At least
channel.
he's on the right side of history.
Sure. Yeah. It's just he has his very little interest outside of politics and reading the newspaper. And my mom reads books, and that's kind of
Do
their
they
whole
have
life.
a good marriage?
They have a great marriage.
See,
Yeah.
you're gonna have a good marriage.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, actually, I look to them and I wonder, did they screw me? Did they set me up
Right,
for
'cause-
this perfect marriage?
right.
I mean, they don't rarely fight, and they just
Wow, that's so not Jewish.
I know. Well, yeah, no drinking problems, no drug problems.
Wow.
As far as I know.
What about
no
food?
cheating.
Do they like to eat?
No, like they're not foodies at all. That's
oh
the
my
thing.
God.
They're not like.
How can you be a Jew and not want to fucking stuff your face all the time?
I mean, yeah, they like to eat, but it's not gourmet. Like they're not gourmet. My dad has brownies. He likes, pasta, like spaghetti and meatballs. Like
Right.
This is what he eats. It's like burgers, hot dogs. This is our
He's
big
just
thing.
a simple.
Simple. Just my mom makes what she calls my chicken,
Right.
which is just chicken in like cranberry sauce out of a can. It's horrible. She's made that my entire life growing up. I mean, I had microwave dinners growing
Right.
up. Like there was nothing.
Oh, well, my mother cooked.
Dominoes, And then it's like you get older, and you're like, oh, there's something called Thai food.
Right. Now I was. I know. I
Oh,
was.
Indian?
We were kosher.
Yeah, we were kosher growing up.
All right.
too.
And so, as my sister says, it took till she was like 30 to realize they have other things besides vegetable lo mein in
Yeah,
a Chinese restaurant.
Exactly. A lot of
So you were bar mitzvahed.
bar mitzvah, sure, of course.
Do you still do Jewish
Do I still
stuff?
live off that money? Yes. I got 5 shares
Ding,
of Pepsi.
ding, 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 ding,
5
ding.
shares of PepsiCo.
No way.
That were $37.50 at the time. They're up to over 100 now.
No way.
Yeah. My uncle Sam
God, you can
Antoinette.
live off those. They're not residuals.
Dividends. $4
Dividends,
every
yeah.
3 months.
So it's even worse that your sister married Jonathan Fraser.
I would say I'm actually glad she married him because it took the pressure off me a little bit.
Right.
And now the baby's coming. With
Right.
the
Do you like
grandparents.
him, Jonathan
He's
Fraser?
terrific. Yeah. He's as far as guys go, he's one
Right.
of the best. No, truly. I mean, he's so loving and loves her so much.
All
and,
right, well, that's fine. Whatever.
they have great sex, apparently.
All right, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, I know.
disgusting. So then you went to Johns Hopkins.
Well, yes.
Now that is a good school.
It is a good school. It was the best.
Was it your first choice?
It was not.
What was your first choice?
Tufts.
Oh, my girlfriend went to Tufts.
Yeah?
And what happened?
I didn't get it. I got deferred and then rejected. And I don't
What?
know how to explain it, except that
They are very upset right
the
now.
universe works in mysterious ways.
Wow.
I don't know. I really wanted to go to Tufts only because I took a tour. I mean, I really could not have given a shit about college.
Right.
Like I applied to like maybe 6 schools.
Mm-hmm.
I got into 4. I got into Hamilton, Carnegie.
That's a good one.
Carnegie Mellon.
That's a good one.
University of Rochester.
That's a good one.
And Johns Hopkins.
Wow.
Yeah.
What didn't you get into besides Tufts?
I think Wash U. I think I got.
Oh, that was a
deferred.
good
I applied to
school.
Yale. Didn't get into. I mean, but I didn't even visit Yale.
Right,
I didn't even
right.
visit these places. I'm just like Well, BU, I should have applied to. Probably should
Right.
have gone there. Didn't I? It was like, 8 pages. Forget it.
Right.
Northwestern. Forget it. I'm not going to
Right.
apply. Yeah, I just didn't even. I didn't give it much of a thought. But Tufts, I loved because they had a no homers club. They had a Simpsons appreciation club on campus. This is what blew my mind as like a 17-year-old kid.
They had a Simpsons appreciation club.
Yeah, like a student club. I'm sure every school's got a Simpsons
Right,
club. But
right.
when I went there, they were like, touting it as like, our students are so quirky and fun.
Right,
We've got
right,
a
right.
Simpsons club. I'm like, fantastic.
So
Sign me up.
yeah.
So that's really why I wanted to go. I ended up visiting a friend who got in
Right.
freshman year, and I'm like, he's miserable. This place sucks. Like, and basically every place sucks. Like, Michigan would have been fun,
Michigan's a really
Michigan
good-
would have been great.
yeah.
Like, I didn't have the best time at Hopkins. Are we recording this?
Yeah, we are. But then it went off to like
oh, no.
it's. I
Because
don't
what's
know.
the point of talking, Judy, if we're not recording?
Oh, it's recording. Go ahead.
Okay.
So wait, Michigan University of Michigan is great.
I didn't apply there. Vanderbilt, I wanted to go to. My mom's like, it's too southern. They were basically paying for Jews to go at that point.
Right.
I didn't even apply. So I didn't. Nothing. West of
So
Pennsylvania.
what made you pick Johns Hopkins?
It was just at that point of those 4 schools, it was like it was the best
Right.
one, so to speak. And
Did you know what you were going to
I
study?
visited, and I'm like, all right, Baltimore. I can go to Orioles
Yeah.
games. Again,
And your parents were from D.C.-ish.
yeah. And they're like, oh, DC's an hour. You
Right.
never go to DC.
Right. It's not even a city.
Well, yeah. and
It's
even,
a mini city.
even Baltimore. When you go to Hopkins,
Baltimore.
You're in North Baltimore. You're in Charles
Right.
Village, which is like, again, 20 minutes from downtown, and there's nothing.
Did you ever have a burger cookie?
Oh, of
Oh
course.
my God, those are so
Yes.
fucking
burger
good.
cookies was the
Ding,
best.
ding, 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 ding.
ding. Burger cookies, Natty Bow.
Did you do well at Johns Hopkins?
I think I had like a 2.8 GPA or something.
yeah, that's
like,
about
good
right
enough
for me.
Like,
And you were political science.
I was political science. Yeah, basically like a B- average.
Right.
But you know what? Like, again, it was like, who cares?
Right.
It was
You
like,
just
this
want to
is-
graduate.
I just I wanted to drop out. So, frankly,
Did you join a frat?
sophomore year? I did join a frat.
What
85,
frat?
of course.
Right. Right.
Jew frat. I've
Yeah.
got jokes about that.
My
if you wanna
son
hear them.
Henry was in Sammy.
Henry was. Well, so my dad was Sammy.
Really?
And I was going to pledge Sammy.
And
just
what
'cause I was
happened?
going to do everything my dad did, but I went to Sammy, and it was all Indian kids.
No way.
Yeah.
But
At
that's
Hopkins,
a Jewy
It
frat.
should have been.
Wow.
All Indian kids. I'm like, oh, you guys seem nice, but A-Pie is where I think I
Right.
belong.
So then you did stand up. How did you end up doing stand up there?
I started stand-up at Johns Hopkins because they had a class called, it was an intercession class, which is, intercession was like the January term where you can go home, you can fuck around, or you
Right.
can take a course and earn a couple credits. I'm like, you know what, I'll
Like,
stick around.
Just for the month?
Just for the month of January. It was 2
Right.
credits, stand-up class. It was called Stand-Up Comic and Society. We watched, clips of Carlin and Richard Belzer and like
Right.
Pryor and stuff. And the
No
teacher-
women?
No women, absolutely not.
Unfucking
No,
believable.
I'm sure that, yes.
Joan?
Yes.
You're lying. Go ahead.
We had, yes, and Lily Tomlin, yes.
Right,
We-
okay.
We it was a holistic approach to
Okay.
comedy. But our teacher was this grad student who was like doing open mics in DC. It was the first year they offered the class. And the final project was 5 minutes of original material. I was like, all right, I had never done stand-up before. I had done those assemblies in high school. I'd seen my friend Mark Freeman do stand-up, ding, ding, ding,
Ding, ding, ding, ding, ding. Yeah.
at Comic Strip doing like a
Right.
high school, stand-up
Right.
class. And I'm like, at 16, I'm like, holy shit, Mark's up there doing stand-up. All these things were in the back of my head. I'm like, you know what? Let me give it a shot. So I write the material. We sort of workshop in the class. I'm watching Seinfeld clips like nonstop.
Right.
Because he was my idol. And I'm just like watching his mannerisms. How does he hold his hands? Put his hands in his pockets.
Right.
Button his jacket. Like all these things,
Right.
And I finally get up there. We do they advertise the show. Come see your fellow students stand up.
Wait, now the professor, quote unquote,
Professor, yeah. All right.
is that person a stand up?
He actually, 10 years later, he's written a couple books. He's been on like some science channel shows. He's also like a physics genius.
Right.
Organic chemistry,
What's
whatever.
his name?
Adam Rubin.
Ding, 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 ding,
Adam
ding,
Rubin,
ding.
yeah. He's done shows. Yeah, he's a stand-up comic, but he's like does TED. I mean, he's like gotten a career in showbiz
Right.
/ also, finding cures for cancer. Like
Right.
he's a genius.
Right.
So Adam gets a lot of credit for my career, but the final project was, do the show. So we put a show on, and 300 people show up, Judy. So my first show.
No fucking way.
packed
And
this
it wasn't
theater.
even during the school year.
It was like the last day before classes are back. So a lot
right.
of people have been back already.
Okay.
And it was bonkers, like overflowing. It was the first time they ever done
Right.
it.
Were you so nervous?
I was pretty nervous. I'm
Were your
backstage.
parents there?
They were not there.
Uh-huh.
Because again, this wasn't like, it wasn't like
It
a
was
bring your
just
parents.
a-
It was just
right.
like, all right, I didn't think this would be my life.
Right.
I was like, this is gonna be fun.
Right.
And after the show, I mean, they put me on last because I guess my
Oh,
stuff
that
was.
sucks.
Well, Adam put the line together. I guess
Right.
he knew my stuff
he
was
thought
strongest.
yours was strong. Yeah.
I mean, Judy, I had jokes that stand up to this day. Like, at what point does a Richard call himself Dick?
Oh, that's funny.
It's not really that funny.
God.
Oh, who's calling you now? Do you just take
Oh
all
God,
your calls?
it's my girlfriend.
Do you have a package?
You want to hear her? We'll just have a fight. I'm recording my podcast. Oh.
And now she got another call. Welcome
All
to
right.
the Judy Gold Show, where
So I'm trying to.
the only podcast where the host picks up calls.
I'll call you back.
mid-show.
Okay. All right. Bye.
You know,
Wait.
there is airplane
Oh,
mode.
look who's here. Who's back? Hello.
You still on the podcast?
Yeah, I am.
I just finished work.
Okay. Scott said you're gonna actually be nice to me eventually.
Eventually.
I am nice to you.
What?
You're just as mean to me. You tell my girlfriend that you love her more than me, and that I.
Oh
suck.
my God! I'm
And
kidding. You know I love you more than her.
I'm kidding too. And you also, what else do you say?
How old are you, Henry?
You call me evil all the time.
Well,
So if you're gonna call are you a liar?
no, I'm not a liar. I mean, you are a little evil.
How old is
All
he?
right, so you
He's
call
21.
me evil, then I'm just making sure you're telling the truth.
So
I'm
Henry,
doing you a favor by
Henry,
being a dick, by
Philip
being an asshole.
Philip Roth, who just passed, he just left us. He had a great quote. He said, every unmarried Jewish man with parents still alive is 15 years old until the day
Right.
his parents
You're
die.
15.
Yeah. So you and me, we're both going to be 15 until our parents die.
Right.
And then we're going to realize, oh, our parents loved us. But at that point, we'll become adults. So
Right.
it sucks. Right? Don't you feel like you're a child when you talk to your mom?
No.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess that's true for boys because it's not true
For
for
boys.
girls.
It's true for
Right.
boys. Jewish men.
All right. Where are you going?
I am gonna go home,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm hosting tonight, so I'm gonna be bored. I'm gonna go home and change, and yeah, I don't know what else I'm gonna do.
All right. I might stop by. All right. I'll call you later. Bye.
I thought you were doing a set tonight there.
I am. I'm supposed to, but I'm
All right,
coughing.
I'm riding my bike there.
All right.
Wear a
All
helmet.
right, bye.
Bye. Oh, he won't ever wear a fucking helmet.
No, neither do I. I'm such a
It's
hypocrite.
terrible. All right. So.
By the way, he didn't get any of your timing, any of your comic timing.
No. He came out of my ex.
He's a-
The
yeah.
one that I gave birth to. He's pretty funny, but he hasn't fucking called. I don't know where the fuck he is.
Henry's a little slow.
Yeah. He's a little evil. Okay, so it's 300 people.
300 people. And
You're on last.
I'm on last, and I crush it. What can I say? Like,
Richard, you did the Richard joke.
Oh yeah. I mean, come on. It's like a Rachel saying, you know what? Call me vagina. Like, it's a terrible joke, but at 20
But
years
they
old,
were
I thought-
laughing.
college kids
Now,
ate it up.
I did my first set in college too.
Yeah.
I got so high. Like it was like an out of body
Really?
experience.
Oh, I wasn't even getting high at that point.
No, I meant high.
Oh yeah.
Like
No,
I got
exactly.
a high,
A high,
like a high,
like a high.
like a
L'chaim.
high, not from drugs, like a
Right.
high from being
Like a runner's high, like a
right,
comedian's high.
endorphins.
Endorphins.
So
I felt the same way.
right.
And did you have a lot of positive feedback? Because after I got off stage, I was getting swarmed by strangers saying, "Oh my God, you're so funny! Have you done this before?" I'm going, "No." They go, "You should. You should
Right.
do this." Like strangers be like, "You should do this."
Right.
I'm like, "Really?"
Didn't I know? And you feel so good.
So I'll never. It was like you're floating, you know.
right,
And
but
two-
then the next
2
set,
weeks later,
yes,
I
is
go-
shit always. Yeah.
I make an impulsive decision. It was snowing. Remember, this is like
Right.
February now. And my buddy John Gilman, who I saw recently, we were
John
talking about
Gilman?
this. John
Ding.
Gilman, ding, ding, ding. It was like snowing, and I'm reading. There's an open mic in D.C. I'll go, John, you got a car, right? Let's go down there. And he drives me to
Do you
D.C.
remember the
and
club? Was it the Improv?
It was the Soho Tea and Coffee.
Oh, okay.
It was an open mic at this
Okay.
coffee shop. John was high, which I found out later. He told me, he's like, I was really high that night driving down, like actually
Oh, that's
high.
great.
I was
Thanks
like,
for
oh, good.
that.
Driving in a snowstorm, high. And it was a dangerous storm. I remember
Right.
it was like snow. We get there, we survive. I do the set. I have a friend come to see me, lives in D.C.
Right.
And there's like 40 people in there on their
Right.
computers. No one's paying attention, and it just falls completely flat. Same material.
Right.
None of the raucous laughter.
Right,
I got
right,
too
right.
excited. And I walk off stage going like,
Oh fuck.
oh, yeah, fuck Seinfeld with his whole thing.
Right.
Don't blame the audience. No, you blame the audience.
right,
'Cause
right.
I hate that about you know, in the comedian documentary, he says you
Yeah.
can never any good comedian doesn't blame the audience.
Right.
You absolutely blame the
There
audience.
are
If they're not-
circumstances where you can blame the
if
audience.
they're not paying attention,
Right.
they're a bad audience.
Why were they on their computers?
Because it was a coffee shop. It was one of those things of, hey,
Oh,
folks, we're
they
going to
were-
do
it
comedy
wasn't
right now.
Oh,
it
yeah,
wasn't a
fuck
comedy
that.
club.
Fuck that.
No, you can't do comedy in situations in general.
Right.
So it was just, but it was a good lesson in you know, in like audiences. And okay, I didn't quit. You know, I could have said, well, shit, maybe I'm not funny. No, I thought
Right.
I knew the material was good. And I started doing it more. I started a stand-up comedy class at school. I recruited other people. One of
Wow.
whom,
Oh, you took over for the.
well, he did his,
Adam
he did his
Rubin
yearly
thing?
thing, and he still kept doing
Right.
it. But I started an actual club, like a campus club.
Oh, that's nice.
and you know, Hopkins Stand-Up Club or whatever it was called.
Is it still there?
Who knows? Maybe. But in that first group of kids, one of those other kids who was, you know, I like to say like my mentee,
Right.
he went and ended up writing for the Tonight Show.
No fucking way.
Nathan Min. He's like does UCB, and he's now
Min?
he's a comedy writer now.
Is
yeah,
he a Jew?
Asian guy.
I knew it.
Yeah, very funny. But like, you know, I thought that was so cool that like, I
Right.
fostered this little community, and actually other people out of it have gone on to do stand up.
Right.
Another guy is like a very good writer now. It's great. It's really cool.
That's amazing.
yeah.
You
I
should
like
be
to
proud
leave-
of yourself.
I am proud. I'm more proud of those.
And that's
of
a
those
givey
things.
thing. Like, it's not, you know, like people think comedians are so like cutthroat and
Yeah.
whatever. I'm always like when other people become successful, it's not a bad thing.
Exactly. I get so much more pride. I mean, the things I've done, who cares? You know,
Right.
It's like, and then
You're a mensch.
but it's so funny these days because people go, "Oh, how's celebrity life?" I'm like, I'm eating eggs in my boxers,
Right.
Like in my, there's nothing. I'm not a
Right.
celebrity.
But the other thing
And-
is, people think if you're on TV or something that
Yeah.
you're rich.
Oh, that's
Like people think I'm so fucking wealthy. I'm like, oh my god, I fuck you.
Yeah,
Okay, I
yeah.
just bought like new kitchen table chairs, and now I have to like cut it. You know, cut some shit out of my.
yeah. I'm
fucking,
using a lot
you
of
know.
coupons,
Right.
But it's like, yeah, it's like, oh, I did The Voice recently on NBC. The other people
Right.
like, oh, you're on The Voice. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. But I'm more proud of, you know, like someone that I worked with or inspired
Right.
that went on and did their thing. Like
Right.
that to me is cool. You know,
What'd you do on The Voice?
I just talked to Carson Daly for like a minute. It was literally 60 seconds of just Carson going, because we did a promotion thing with him. I had Blake
Right.
Shelton and Kelly Clarkson on HQ, and we did a special show. So it was
Were
like,
they nice to you?
they were drunk. Carson, yeah, they're all nice, but
They
Go-
were
yeah.
wasted. Did they get
I
drunk
think
during their
I'm
show?
pretty sure Blake was drinking during the show. He had a little travel mug full of something that he brought to the.
That's good
Taping.
because you
It
know
is-
any other job that you have, if
Yeah.
you drank, you would be fucking
Right,
fired.
right.
You know, it's just like I can't get on stage if I'm drinking or you know.
Do you ever perform under the
No,
other substances?
I can't.
No.
I need every synapse in my brain.
So, you know what's crazy? I had Sarah Silverman on my talk show in L.A.
Right.
And I asked her because she's like this stoner
Right,
comedian.
she's
And I
really
was like,
stoner.
Sarah, I was like, do you get high before your shows, right? She's like, no, I
Never.
I'm always sober. It's after the show, yeah.
right.
I was like, wow, I thought that was part of the process.
No, absolutely not. So Blake gets on my nerves.
Yeah, I mean, he's like kind of I don't know, I can't say anything. He's a nice guy, but he's just a country bumpkin.
Right.
I mean,
but
he's
he's
just a
like
bumpkin.
and he's such a dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I find him annoying. Who else was on?
And
Kelly
Kelly
Clarkson.
Clarkson was super sweet.
I bet.
Yeah.
And who else?
And those are the two who are on HQ.
What about Adam?
Adam I didn't talk to or see. Alicia Keys I met. Just
Oh,
kind of in the
she's so
backstage.
fucking
And
talented.
She gave me the whole namaste. Like, oh, I was
Wait,
like, Alicia,
but she wasn't wasted.
She wasn't wasted. No.
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 It's
Yeah, she's so talented.
and
Yeah.
then how can you judge someone singing if you're fucking drinking?
I don't know. I mean, is he a good singer? I'm like,
Oh, please.
I don't know how he became a.
I
just don't
know.
get
and
it.
then he cheated on the other one. I don't
Yeah,
know.
with Gwen Stefani.
I can't with these fucking people.
But whatever.
And then Adam Levine, a Jew, ding,
Yeah,
has the tattoos all
of
over.
course.
I
really,
can't.
really doing us proud, Adam.
Don't forget to tune in next week to Just Kill Me Now.
Just kill me.
Oh. Don't forget to turn for part 2 on Just Kill Me.
No, it's not. It's
Just Kill Me.
No.
Judy Gold's Just Kill Me.
Just.
Just Kill Me Now.